I keep telling you to get serious about career exploration, but how much career planning are we really talking about? Is any amount okay? Let's find out in this video. But before we begin, a quick introduction about this channel. I talk about the important things around choosing careers that I wish I knew when I was starting my college. So do subscribe and press the bell icon for updates. What we usually hear people say is plan your career. And there's another argument which says do not plan your career. Now this will confuse you. You'll be like, do I plan or do I not? My stance is somewhere in the middle. I believe that initial planning is very important. You cannot just go with the flow. And at any point, thinking about the next 1-2 years is good. I've spoken about this enough in my videos. On the other hand, too much long-term career planning is a problem, and I'll tell you why. The world is an incredibly complex place and everything is changing all the time. You cannot plan your career long term because you have no idea what's going to happen in the future. You have no idea what industries you'll enter, what companies you'll work for, what roles you'll be working in, where you'll be living in, and what you'll ultimately contribute to the world. You will change, industries will change, the world will change, and you cannot possibly predict any of it. It's impossible to know what your priorities will be a few years from now, let alone knowing the opportunities that you will be presented with. You would have heard of the famous 5-year plan. People trying to execute the details of their 5-year plans get trapped in analysis paralysis and end up missing the new directions that life offers. Others interpret small setbacks as major failures and they give up, and the result, they stay stuck. A 5-year plan is too daunting and difficult to wrap your head around. How do you get started when the future is so overwhelming? How about you start this instead? Imagine 1 year from today. What would be different? What would stay the same? This question will help you realize where you feel stuck, but more importantly, it will show you precisely the areas where you need to take action. I would suggest having a more experimental mindset. Making small bets that you can adapt and build upon is less scary and easier to change than a strict long-term plan. Being able to see what works and what does not, it's not just a learning experience, but it also builds confidence over time. Take an example. Say you get a job in a new industry and you find out that the hours that are required is not a good fit for your lifestyle. Now, instead of feeling that your 5-year plan is doomed and things will have to magically work itself out, take matters into your own hands. Since you have a flexible strategy, you can leave this job and just keep it in mind the next time that no more long hours for me. So instead of long-term career planning, focus on things that are more tangible and in your control, such as developing skills and pursuing opportunities. Opportunities are key. They loosely fall into 2 buckets, those that present themselves to you and the others that you have to go out and create. Your career will be a mix of both of these. Opportunities that present themselves to you are consequences of being at the right place at the right time. You cannot plan this. They tend to present themselves when you're not expecting it. And they come and go quickly. If you don't jump at an opportunity, someone else will, and it will vanish. The second bucket of opportunities are those that you seek out and create. The world is a very malleable place. If you know what you want and go after with all your might, energy, drive, and passion, the world will reconfigure itself around you much more quickly and easily than you'd think. See, it's good to be goal-oriented, but a rigid fixation on planning your future can backfire, keeping you off from those important opportunities to grow. So I hope it's clear to you that being flexible enough and still having a short-term plan in place should be the way to go about your career in today's time. So that's about it. If you're serious about finding your right career, then take action. One immediate action that you can take right now is subscribing to this channel. Let me do the hard work of researching the what's and the how while you focus on the core things. I'll see you in the next video.